Look at that thing. Wow. First cast. Better fish. Yeah. Oh, there's another one. He felt like a giant when I first hooked him because he was not a tiny dink. Fish on. That's a toad, brother. Golly. All right, guys, so welcome to today's video where it has been a grind here in South Dakota. I'm 3 days in, I got one fish, and we got to get it done. I just made a move. I'm at a new lake. We're going to see if we can knock out 21 fish in about 4 hours of fishing. Here we go. All right, so yesterday I got out for about an hour before the wind, or day before yesterday, I got out for about an hour. First cast, caught this smallmouth right here. All right, guys, I didn't even turn the cameras on yet. Made one cast, and I've already got a freaking toad smallmouth here in South Dakota. Get the net off the thing. Oh, look at that thing. We're gonna run up here and get out of the wind a little bit before we land it and measure it. Wow, first cast. All right, guys, first smallmouth here in South Dakota. That thing is an absolute freaking chunk. We're gonna get it back in the water, see if we can't get another one. Here we go. Then after that, didn't catch another fish. The wind just got worse and worse and worse, ended up blowing me off the water, and I just wasn't able to fish. I tried some bank fishing, ended up hooking a largemouth and then broke my spinnerbait. So it's just like everything has been stacked against me. All right, guys. So I met a gentleman at a boat ramp up in another lake, up in Antelope Lake, up in northern part of South Dakota, and just told him how much I was struggling. He was familiar with the channel. His name is Jared, and he said, man, I got a lake you need to go fish. He told me about it. So I tried to go back to the lakes I was fishing yesterday, this morning, because they were closer to where I was staying. Long story short, both of those lakes were blown out after 2 days of just crazy winds. There was like, the water was chocolate milk, there was grass blown out everywhere, and it was just impossible to fish. So I caught 0 fish after 4 hours of fishing. I made a 2-hour drive, 3-hour drive roughly, and now I'm at a new lake. This place is gorgeous. I've got about 4 hours till dark, and I got about 4 hours to fish in the morning. So I've got about 8 hours. No, I've got about 3 hours to fish in the morning. So I've got about 7 hours to make 21 fish happen. Let's see if we can get it, guys. All right, guys, so right out of the gate, I got some fish blowing up here. Oh, I got some fish blowing up here in front of me. And I think what it is they're on this standing timber that's just below the surface. So I'm gonna ease up into this pocket and see if I can't catch some of these fish that are chasing bait on the surface. We're on the board, boys and girls. One down, 20 to go. For those of you guys that are new to the channel, or you haven't been here in a while and you're like, what is he talking about with the 1 down, 20 to go? So for 2022, I am attempting to catch 22 fish in 22 different states in 2022 to raise awareness for the fact that 22 veterans a day commit suicide in the US, and we're raising money for, my patches on the back, Mission 22. And Mission 22 has a great program for helping veterans with basically mental health and getting themselves in the right mindset to not be susceptible to suicide. They're not a crisis management organization, but we have created a crisis link on Kayak Bass Fishing website. Go to kayakbassfishing.com/veterans if you are anywhere in any scenario where you need help or you need somebody to talk to. But for the most part, we're trying to raise money and awareness for the fact that actually it's way more than 22 now, but the fact that 22 veterans a day succumb to suicide because of various problems, financial, mental, depression, all of those things. And so that's what the Catch 22 challenge is. I'm in South Dakota, which will be my 12th or 13th state, and we're going to keep the grind on. Headed to Nebraska next, possibly back up to Iowa, just depends on how quickly I can get things done in Nebraska, and then on to Kansas, Illinois. I got to take a break and do some TV stuff, and then I'll go to ICAST, and after ICAST I'll be back on the road hitting the eastern seaboard. So Cross your fingers, buckle your seatbelt, and let's see if we can get it. Number 2. Dang giant, but they're counting. The back camera got too hot, so I'm just gonna have to roll with the front camera. But guys, I prayed that I could find the fish just to get my numbers. And you know, when you pray and you're very specific and you get the answer, you don't complain. So literally the wind is blowing into this pocket right here, and there are hundreds of fish in here just blowing up on the top. I decided to throw a brim colored chatterbait to stick out a little bit. First cast, caught one. Caught a few on the shaky head, but I've already lost 2. So I decided to just go to something faster, see if I could still catch them. Oh, come on, dude. And that way I can get the fish in and out quicker, and hopefully get those numbers going. Here we go. Oh, should have set the hook right there first. Oh, there's another one. Another hit. This is unreal. I know it's a little fish, guys, but man, when you've been struggling for 2 days with the wind and you're ask the Lord to give you a blessing and let you catch these fish before you have to move on, and all of a sudden fish just start hitting every cast, man, you can't help but just be thankful for the everything that you've got in this world. Oh man, what a crazy turn of events. Golly, what a crazy, again, the only thing I'm teaching you guys here is persistence. Just keep grinding, don't give up. I've got a wind-blown pocket, so ironically the wind has been the thing. Oh, another one. The wind has been the thing kicking my butt. Oh, didn't get him in the boat. I should have just swung him in. The wind has been the thing kicking my butt all week, but now it's the thing that's helping me, because it's what's blowing this bait up into here, and these fish are in here gorging themselves on it. So I got a wind-blown pocket right up against the dam, and that's basically what's making this whole thing happen right now. I'm literally just running this bait over these rocks where the wind is blowing up into this hole. Again, guys, it's not about the size, it's about the number 22. Each one of these fish represents a veteran that takes their life every single day. I want to be thankful for every fish that I catch. Ease down the dam, let that area rest for a minute, see if I can catch a few crankbait fish, and then I'm gonna work my way back down there and catch me a few safety fish. I got the 22. Whew, thank you, Lord. But not a lot of great video because my back camera overheated because it was facing the sun. So I let it cool off, and now it looks like it's working. I'm gonna see if I can't catch at least one decent fish. But this is gonna allow me to get on the road and get closer to Nebraska, which is where I need to go. Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Got a crankbait fish. A little better fish. A little bit better fish. Oh, a little bit better fish. You gotta be kidding me. That's my best fish yet. Not gonna complain. I've been blessed this afternoon to get the numbers that I needed. I was just trying to get a couple of upgrades. About a 15.5, 15 3/4. Not a monster. Just felt way better since I was catching all those dinks, you know. There's better fish. Better fish right there. Whoa. Get in this boat, buddy. Oh, stay down, stay down. Yes. We got something going now, boys and girls. I'm always too stubborn to throw stuff like this when I'm struggling, but if you're struggling, put a shaky head on. It's the bottom version of a SENKO, and SENKO works too, but this gets down there fast, and yeah, shaky head you almost can't go wrong with when you have to catch them. When you have to catch them, and I have to catch them. He felt like a giant when I first hooked him because he was not a tiny dink, kind of like a mid-sized dink. Popping up out of the rocks. So what I'm throwing here, guys, is a little single rotating blade of a counter rotating blade, little homemade deal that I made. Just kind of a micro buzz for situations just like this. I want to come across the top of some cover. I'm chasing littler fish or just numbers, but you'll catch a big fish on it too. So this thing is fun. It's working. You got a wind blowing up into this pocket. It's a good buzzbait spot in general, or a good buzzbait scenario, but it's really good when I've got these smaller fish in here and I'm trying to catch numbers. Tournament fishing, this thing is deadly. I just had one bump it. Real high hookup ratio, just because it's so compact. They really knock the fire out of it, or they just come up and slurp it, which is even better because you get a real good hookup ratio when they do that. You can just reel it a little slower, Stays in the strike zone longer because of the way that that blade's made. It's not super loud. It's just basically a disturbance on the surface. They hear it, they locate it when there's wind, and I actually like this bait too because you can fish it dead glass calm and they will also murder it. I just can't remember where I got the parts, and I've only got like 2-3 of them left. So I gotta source these parts again. If anybody out there knows where those blades came from and these little Buzzbait, cheap Buzzbait frames, comment in the comment section below. Let me know. It's like Tackle Craft or something like that. Barton's. I don't remember exactly, to be honest with you. I made them like 10 years ago. All I've done is added the skirts to them recently. But I'm down to like 2. Thanks to Pike in La Crosse, Wisconsin. A big old snapping turtle right up yonder. This is crazy. This is crazy. Dude, this is crazy.